Welcome back everybody to another episode of Field of Glory Kingdoms in the multiplayer session with Peter. Let's see what's happening with our wars. I mean, we should have two going on now, right? Against Carinthia and Holland. So let's see if we can quickly conquer Carinthia, make them part of the Empire. Well, they were part of the Empire, of course, but under direct control of the Emperor, that is, as a province. And then head north again. Which will take some time, but we are working on roads. You're aware of that, so that might help. I would prefer if I could see the army in the south moving. Let's see if I can get my cursor to there. There it is. It's marching through the Alps, heading for Carinthia, but not quite there yet. Harsh season, now we are in the fair season. Okay, we don't need another. Spoleto is proposing a transaction. What would that be? They give me 300 money to receive 150 manpower and 4 units of light crossbowmen. Well, we have to spend the metal and manpower on that as well, but for the sake of our good relations, I will accept. Left alone in their tranquil vale, the peasants of Bergamo collected another 25 food. The practice of embezzlement from the peer of the realm administering Fulda has been reported. So he's corrupt. Huh? Is that the overall guy or just the Fulda guy? Which isn't, who isn't represented in the game, of course. We have the show of authority decision again. We have a new claim on Villach, which is in Carinthia. Great. The Emperor, however, becomes older. Lower Lorraine is asking for an alliance. And Adalgard, wild and rebellious, as always, has made her a source of concerns for her father, the King of the Holy Roman Empire, who is delighted to marry her off to the noble of Bohemia. Very good. Eventually, Bohemia has accepted, and we have mutually declined our claims between Bavaria and us. But now we might potentially get a claim on the Bohemian throne if the current king dies. Bratislav, the Bohemian Achilles, age 67, so there we go. Anyway, we do have recruited cavalry here, and we do have recruited German mercenary light crossbowmen and raw early spearmen, and I want this army to join up and march to Frankfurt for now. They need a general, of course. Who would that be? Sigismund is a ravager. Ottokar potentially. Well, he's a clergyman, which is problematic. And as a militarist, he would rather be useful as a governor. Relative chance to pillage the region. Regional loyalty penalty. Yeah, what about Gotthard? He might be the best pick here. Or Ludolf, our uncle. He's a strategist. Defensive bonus +1, movement bonus +1, active only in open terrain, bonus of 5 XP when a unit is created, which I don't think applies if he's a general, of course. Yeah, well, that makes sense. So Ludolf von Husen is now a new general of the realm. Why are folks in unrest still? What is the reason for that? Unrest 4. Why aren't they happy as the folks in... because they have a different... cultural group? Central German Christians? And these are Franconians? Yes. But then again, this is our capitals. Shouldn't they be more happy than the others? Down here they have unrest of 5 even. But the question would also be, where should we show authority, right? Immediately grants 50 stewardship. This is still active here. And also still active in Goslar. So maybe we do it in... either there or down here. Probably best to do it in Italy rather. Bergamo. Or maybe in the newly conquered... forced assimilation and unrest. Yeah, we should rather do that in Milano, I think. Show them that we are the emperor now. Wait. Why are these sound effects always so loud? Alright. Are we actually already at war with those guys? Or didn't I do that because I was far away? Okay, I didn't do that. Our target is a fellow Holy Roman Empire member. Yeah, that still is an issue actually. Interesting. But I do have a sneak attack. That's what I wanted to use on them anyways. It costs 50 money and 2 authority, which should be alright. The authority cost to declare war is reduced by 20 points. Also, you can plot the movement, blah blah blah. And would cost 17, so it doesn't cost any. The army under Roderick is on the march. Can they potentially reach Villach immediately? I'm not sure about that. There are 3 units plus 6. And it is Alpine, so frontage is only 4 wide. That's a bit of an issue. They have raw defensive spearmen and we have early spearmen. So we should have the advantage here. We also have more skirmishes. Actually, well, are they considered skirmishes here? Don't think so. Irregular. So I think we are still good. So we play a sneak attack against Carinthia. And it takes 2 turns to get there. Well, still, do they have a general? 2 defense general, Techomir. Okay. Well, I will risk it. And maybe that's how the cookie crumbles. We'll see. In Bergamo we have finished a discrete hamlet. Okay, that's what they did on their own. The province is building stuff, and quite a lot. Which should be too much, actually. Fortified makes sense. They are finishing the village here in 1 turn, but that's not part of the province. That isn't either. That's not under our control. This is, so let's stop the craftsman's borrow. I think that's too much. Village roads now take 4 turns. That's alright. And roads are part of infrastructure, right? Yes. So if I set this to infrastructure, then cancel the craftsman's borrow. I have to get back next turn to see if they replace it, but what I really want to have is that those regions which can't build right now do build roads, right? So we have open slots here in Leipzig, actually. Did I miss that somehow? A lime kiln for more infrastructure. A stud for horses, that's something we need. 1 turn, yeah, absolutely do that. And then what was the other region? Fulda. The Fulda Gap. They need anything specific. Salt and dyes. Oh, nothing else. Loyalty bonus. We don't have any stewardship or piety production here, so maybe we want to start with the Mesenlord Manor. Estimated gain of 0 stewardship, but it does produce 5. Why is that reduced? It has a pivotal role and will unlock several other buildings, which also is great. So we will do that anyway. And then on top of that, we also set this to... No, we don't. Again, it doesn't work. It's subpar, really. I wanted you to build a stud, which then takes 2 turns, but that should still be alright. Can I shift pops to infrastructure and change that? No, I don't want a red catcher here. Oh, they even did that in another one. Okay. Fulda, Frankfurt. Then it takes 3. Is that better? Yeah, not really, no. Wow. Okay, well, anyway, we stick with that. We did finish the village roads here, and we will then swap that as soon as all building slots are filled. It seems to me that otherwise it doesn't make any sense really to do it, to use that. I mean, it's important to get them to build these buildings which don't take up building slots while there are no, formally speaking, no building slots left. but yeah, clearly can see issues with that. All right, so if declared war, we will not reach it next turn, unfortunately. And because of this passage right with Lower Lorraine, we now have access to Holland. That's why I'm recruiting a new army. And they also have asked me to form an alliance, actually. Oh no, they are themselves at war with Holland. Well, still I will agree. It's a bit of the shame if they now attack it and take it, but what can we do, right? What can we do? Looks like Lesser Poland is advancing here. Interesting. Very good. What else do we have? Heresy in Milano. Unrest. Yeah, I still don't see why that would be the case. Unrest, yes. Alliance, yes. Ongoing war with Holland, yes. Can I... Side forest draft? No. I think I will sell this off. Oh, but for 9 money it doesn't make a lot of sense. So we won't. What does the Pope currently think of us? -19. Leo the 9th. We could go to war. Anyway, let's head into the next turn. See what's going on there. Oh, I actually need to check if my domain limit was reduced and by how much when I broke the vassalage of Carinthia. Canton. That's an interesting thing. I didn't consider that actually. So it might become an issue. Potentially. Still no other... Would be good to get another progress token here. Every now and then, right? Now we are closing in on 1000 point legacy points lead here in the victory ranking. Now, there's an army on the march. Or not so much, not quite sure what the horses are doing there. It might also be more interesting to have a look down south. But I can't switch right now. Too much going on. Your father bore a noble spirit, a virtue you sorely lack. Renthry will not confront this ordeal alone. Yeah, they are angry because I'm attacking members of the Empire. Holy Roman Empire has launched a surprise military campaign against Carinthia. Holy Roman Empire and Lower Lorraine are not allied anymore. Lower Lorraine is now fighting on our side against bellicose Carinthia. Aquileia is no longer a vassal of the Holy Roman Empire. Believing the protection provided was inadequate, Thuringia ended the vassalage. An alliance has been secured, well, and then they broke it, right? Okay. So wait a second. Are we now still allied or not? They hate me. They joined the war and then they left the alliance again. Now they hate me. Everybody hates me now. Look at that. Ah. Aquileia actually left. Okay, who else? Who else left? Pavia has joined. Arl has also joined it. They still like me, which is nice. But someone else broke the vassalage. Who was that? We have a claim on Metz now. Okay. Is that part of Upper Lorraine? Yes. So Lower Lorraine has... Do we though still have access? Passage rights have also been cancelled. Well, I guess they were sort of cancelled or overwritten by the Alliance, right? They hate me. They really do. Oh wow. Okay, well. We got another progress token though. Luxembourg is claiming Pilsen. Oh, a dynastic splendor. Some documents believed lost for good prove that the imperial dynasty is in fact much more ancient than we thought, thanks to our kingship with a noble lady. I think that gave us another authority point. A new set of laws or imperial decisions has been promulgated within the empire. You can check their effects in the national panel. Realm trades. I don't know which that is. Dynastic Splendor, that's it. For 29 turns, legacy gain from Dynasty Age increased by 25%. That's the story with the noble lady, so it wasn't an authority gain, it's actually a legacy gain. Well, that's a bit overpowered for the Holy Roman Empire, I would say. Discreet Hamlet, show of authority. I think we can show authority everywhere. Maybe we should do that in the capital of our vassals. Claim on Metz. Tuscany has conquered Verona. Interesting. They are starting to become a regional power here. Visit in Milano. Arl has joined us. Pavia has joined us. Okay. So unrest for another turn and forced assimilation both should end next turn. A village has been completed in Brescia, which is not part of the province, and thus we can build here anyway. Tournament ground. bonus XP when unit is created, so that doesn't really make a lot of sense down here. Produces leather, produces tiles and bricks. Oh, that's an important thing. We don't have that too often, and they can then trade. Yeah, and they are every turn. Okay, yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, we have to swap that back to I do it manually, because otherwise they will always bring in a new building and thus reducing building time immensely. I have to actually double check to prevent that from happening elsewhere. But I think those are the only provinces we control anyway, right? There's a new population in Würzburg. That's good to hear. We can build. Could build the red catcher. Or the shoemaker. Local watch. It's part of Franconia actually, so that would be good. Regional loyalty, it doesn't really matter. Piety would be good, but also stewardship. Well, everything would be good. Let's go for the red catcher first. It's done in one turn, doesn't take a building slot, so that should be alright. We're on the march here. Otherwise, so let's see. It doesn't say who broke the vassalage here, right? Can I see that in... Well, I can first of all have a look at the diplomacy. So we know that Aquileia has quit. Don't think Verona was one. Upper Lorraine, Mainz, was it Luxembourg? No, they had a claim. I remember that now. I'm not quite sure. They despise me. Well, I have the money. I will send them a gift. Same with Bohemia. Offer a gift. Same with Bavaria. Offer a gift. With Swabia. Offer a gift. Do we have anybody else who is of importance to me to keep? Savoyan maybe? Savoyan is a vassal too. Offer a gift. And now I don't really want to spend much more money. Carniola hates me and is a vassal, so maybe I should send them one too. Just to prevent them all from breaking off. And then, well, Aquileia did it, but they are still part of the realm. How did that affect my domain size? 18 of 24, so I'm not sure what that was before here. Yeah, interesting, very interesting. Okay. I'm not quite sure why they... Wait a second, are these now waiting? Why do they take 99 turns to march? And why can't I change the orders? Huh? Okay, I think that was a bug, wasn't it? I can't even move these guys. But it's mine, or is that an uprising or something? I don't think so. For some reason I can't move them, garrison. Maybe that will help. That's very strange. Okay. They should have been down here or on their march through the woods at least. Not quite sure what's wrong with those. Maybe I have to disband them, hopefully not. Okay, then I have Show of Authority, which I actually can't play on my vassals, unfortunately. There are bandits here, no! Foreign claim. Carinthia is claiming Brescia. Well, if you say so. So I guess we will show authority in those two. We can also deploy a spy network. Potentially with in Prague. Oh, wait a second. Did Thuringia? Was Thuringia the other one? Yeah, I think they left me too, huh? Right on my doorstep. That's why they can't move. Because I don't have passage rights. Which, well, I still want to go into garrison, but which leaves my capital vulnerable. In fact, so maybe I need to recruit some forces, but I want to see how much money we spent last turn. Okay, that puts us at danger, actually. Let me put a defensive general in here to protect Leipzig, and then we need to march north. I will actually offer them a gift too, even though I might well empty my treasury that way. Okay, that was a bit of a harsh thing. I didn't expect that much of a backlash. But it makes sense, I guess. Alright then. I think we've done everything for the turn. We will see you next turn with hopefully conquering Villach. And then marching further east through the Alps here before turning back north. Issue is that we now have lost access to Holland again. But we shall see how that goes. Well, very interesting turn of events. See you next time. Bye bye.